Bem-vindos a Inteligências Lúdicas. Meu nome é Rodrigo Manique e estamos aqui, Lepe e eu estamos com a visita da nossa querida e ilustre Eleni, do canal Cardboard Rhino. Welcome, Eleni.
Olá.
Eleni, we are very grateful to have you here with us for
Thank you so much.
Eleni, you've created a singular way to make videos. They are, besides informative, they are fun to watch, right? Engaging and well produced. Some of them are produced at home, right? And some outdoors, right?
Yes, most of them are produced in my house, but there is some, outdoorsy ones in the Greek islands and stuff. But yeah, it's like a couple of them.
First, where are you from?
I'm from Greece. I live in Athens. But when I started my channel, I used to live in Malta. I was there for 4 years. So most of my videos, like the initial ones, are in the houses I was in Malta. So it's a different background and stuff. But yeah, now I came back to Greece. So yeah.
And I have a question, but why Cardboard Rhino?
Yeah, that's a good question. Well, it was something like a nickname for me, not the cardboard, the rhino part, because many years ago I was playing with some friends Dixit, and I'm not very good at being very subtle, and in this game you need to be very subtle and kind of have people guess what you want to say, but not everyone. And I was so obvious, and I thought I wasn't. So I had like the subtlety of a rhino, sort of. So it was my nickname, yeah. And I initially tried to do some DJing, and my DJ name was Baby Rhino. So then for the cardboard stuff, I thought, Cardboard Rhino sounds good. But yeah, no one called me that anymore, but I feel some closeness to the rhino.
Eleni, how long have you been playing board games and how did you start?
A real board games, like the heavier ones. It's been not so many years, like 4 years or so. And initially, like many years ago, like 10 years ago or so, I didn't have friends who liked board games, but I did. So I went to start working in a cafe that has board games, and I wanted to be the person who explains the board games to the customers. So I started doing the training, and that was like fantastic for me. You had to learn 100 games, so to teach them and stuff. I didn't work in the end there, but I had a really nice time in the training. So that was my initial kind of contact. And then it was a bit random that I became a gamer, because I was living in Amsterdam and I was doing my master's. It was in economics. It was game theory and behavioral economics. And for that, I did a thesis that had to do, like, in order to prove what I wanted to do in the thesis, I made a game. Like a very simple game that was, you needed coding and stuff. It was like crack the code sort of thing. And at the same time that was happening, I saw a new master's in my university in Amsterdam that was about game studies. So I went to do that. Like, it was a bit random, but I was fascinated by the fact that you can treat games as an academic subject. And slowly I discovered like the richness of this world. So it was kind of like a step-by-step thing.
So we can call you Professor Rhino.
No, professor, no, but yeah.
Do you consider yourself now to be a professional YouTuber?
Yeah, that's a good question because only recently I embrace it more. Like I realized, yeah, this is what I'm actually doing. Before I wasn't. It was kind of a part-time thing, a hobby. Now it becomes more of a full-time thing, and I'm getting more and more excited about it. So maybe I am professional now. I don't know. Yeah.
And Eleni, so you started you the idea of having the channel at that moment. So uh,
Mhm.
that moment when you finished your thesis, it was after that.
Yeah, it was a long after that because I did these two masters. The one was in games, and then I thought maybe I should do a PhD on that, but I wasn't. It wasn't right for me, anyways. And anyways, I was thinking to move to Malta to do this PhD thing. The PhD didn't happen, but I moved to Malta, and then I met the lovely people from my the Maltese company who makes board games, and they had made their first game, their first big game, Post Human. I don't know if you know about it. It was in 2013, I think, and no, it wasn't that long ago. Anyways, I don't remember. And they wanted someone to help them with the presentation, how to play of that game. And it wasn't a very standard thing back then to have a reviewer or someone who does that professionally for a Kickstarter campaign. So they wanted someone they know,
Uh-huh.
and they suggested I help with that. And I thought I was going to be just behind the camera and stuff. And they told me, no, you can try presenting. And I was really, really shy, but I wanted to help, and I kind of liked it. So I started my first video just to help them do a how to play. I didn't intend to do a channel at all. But then I quite liked the process of that. Then there was another company, Mind Clash, who needed urgently a video, so I helped them with that as well. And then I realized, well, I want to do more videos. So uh, it happened like that. Like I didn't intend to do that, but I quite liked it in the process.
So, how do you choose the games for a show? It's your personal preferences, the games that you see that the hottest in the BGG, or the companies approach you to make the content.
Yeah. Well, some that are for Kickstarter campaigns, they approach me because I don't know about what's coming up. I'm sorry if there is some noise. There is my cat playing with something. I don't know if you can hear it.
No, no.
No,
Ah,
no, not today. I love your cats, by the way.
yeah, they're around here. They might appear. I don't know. Yeah, for the reviews that I do, I choose games that catch my eye. Initially they have to have a certain look that you want to open the box and play and stuff, or games that I've heard people be excited about. I don't have a certain type of game that I play. I play Euros, I play Ameritrash, I play war games, abstract games. I like almost everything. So I don't have a standard thing.
Yeah, I saw some videos. I remember some from Awakened Realms, very the
Yeah,
miniatures. Don't remember the
edge,
box
edge info. Yeah.
exactly. Oh my god! And then I saw your pocket games, and I see that you like
Yeah,
all
there's that's
almost
true.
all of
Yeah, 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 yeah.
it.
And lots of sci-fi themed, which is not my. I wouldn't originally myself choose to play a sci-fi game, and I'm surprised every time I play that I actually like it. But a lot of people think that this is my thing because I happen to do a lot of previews and how to plays of these games. But yeah, I don't have a particular type, let's say.
Yeah, they
I
must
like diversity. Yeah.
And when you shoot videos, right? How long does it take you to read the rules, right?
Yeah.
Prepare everything, shoot the video, and then release it.
Right. Yeah. It used to take me a long time. Now it takes less the more videos I do. But uh, overall, if I'm very efficient, it takes like 20 hours or so. Because you have to read the rule book, prepare a game session, play with people, and then I write a script because I want to find the most concise way of explaining things. So I don't do it free form. I have a script. I shoot the video in two parts. Like I shoot the board, and then I shoot the scenes where I am showing on camera, and then I edit. So it's a long process.
You edit your own videos.
I do everything myself.
Wow.
Yeah, and that's a bit hard sometimes because I might have shot something and I realize I'm out of focus and I have to do it, you know. But yeah, I do everything by myself.
Wow, nice.
Uh, Now you're a professional YouTuber. But do you still see gaming as entertainment? Do you still have time to play with your friends?
Yeah, definitely. I'm very happy now that most of my friends are gamers. I mean, I have a lot of new friends that I met through the hobby. And I have to say that, I don't know, this hobby has really nice people. And it's easy to organize game nights and playtime. And I'm still trying to convince my older friends who are not gamers to play a game here and there. So I try.
Let me ask you something a little bit related to that. How
Yeah.
is the board game scenery in Greece? Because when I left Brazil in 2018,
Mhm.
I think it was the golden age of board games in Brazil. A lots of specialized stores, a lot of cafes with board games, a lots of. I think there's around 10 to 20 publishers of board games now in Brazil. Lots of Brazilian game designers.
Mhm.
How is the scenery in Greece? Do you have to import your games? You have local publishers, games being published in your own language,
Mhm.
or you have to buy games from abroad and use games in different language than your original language?
Yeah, there's some companies who do the localization, so they take games from abroad, translate them in Greek and stuff. There is one or two main companies who do that, and we have some established companies who do Kickstarter campaigns and stuff, but their audience is international, like RTPA Games, for example. It's nice to see that there is more interest and more companies doing that in Greece now. So I think it's expanding. But I think the hardcore board gamers are slowly increasing. Like there has been a main core for many years, and they're not really, um, the scene is not getting bigger. But there is more interest from creators and companies, I think.
RTP Games is producing such nice games. I have one, the first edition of In Pursuit of Happiness.
Yeah. I did recently a video for their
Yeah,
last campaign. But other games as well that are well known, Kitchen Rush and stuff. They
yeah,
do
many
really
hits,
nice things.
many hits. I was going to ask a question, a different question, not on the script, but I forgot it. But I will.
Don't
The
worry.
price of aging.
Yeah. That's it. About the games, the introducing your friends, your old friends, right,
Mhm.
to the hobby. I've just checked one of your videos, right? I believe there are two. How to introduce the new gamers, right? The games, gateway games
Yeah.
to your friends. Christmas.
With the Christmas one, I
Yeah.
don't think we've done another one.
actually you did others, but not with the theme, but they are
No.
easy to take
Yeah,
them.
a lot of gateway games. Yeah, I think I've done. I think it was with Man versus Meeple that I did a video for them. That was kind of like top 5 games to break the ice.
Yes, that's the
So
one.
it's more party games for people who don't really know much about board games, and kind of to try to entice them in the hobby. But the latest one I did was a top 10, top 20 actually. It was a Christmas guide, basically, for different types of people, how to try to convert them into the hobby. So there's games for people who like plot twists, games for people who are more minimalist, like smaller games, or they like dexterity stuff, or action, like real time games. So there's different types of games for different types of people, because I think lots of people don't know that there's so many games, and I really think that if they actually played the right game, they might kind of be enticed to play more.
We
That's,
are
I don't know.
we are very used to see these top lists, but the way you broke down your Christmas list, I thought it was so creative and so good and so refreshing. Is a new way to look. I think that's so bread and butter. The top 5 something, but you put in a way that really captured our attention and brought some freshness to the way
Thank
to
you.
present.
Thank you so much. It really means a lot. That's what I wanted to do. Thank you.
And talking about friends, when you try to introduce games nowadays, where we're facing a
Yeah.
tough moment, right? And so I have this question for you. During the pandemic, how are you dealing gaming and social distancing?
Yeah. Well, I think in the end, you do see people. You just choose who you see. So you have a small circle of friends. You know that they don't really see too many people, and you keep playing with them. That's how it happens for me. So I have one small group that we do play games. Now we're playing King's Dilemma, and it's a campaign, so we need many times of meeting, and we manage, even though we have a lockdown, like we cannot go out of the house after 9 o'clock, 9 p.m. We manage to play between 6 and 9. Lots of two-player games. That's the best you can do right now. But yeah, you have a small circle of friends, and you try to kind of play as much as you can with them.
Good solution.
Yeah.
Have you
What do you do, guys, for that? Because I think that that's how everyone acts. Maybe it's just me. I don't know.
it leads to the next question that I'm living in Portugal. All my friends are in Brazil, so I tend to use virtual platforms to play, like tabletop simulator, board game arena.
Yeah.
Have you ever used this kind of
Yeah, I have. Not so much though. I have lots of friends who are hardcore gamers, and they're playing in Tabletop Simulator, Tabletopia, and stuff. But I haven't really tried a lot, to be honest. Not because I think you don't miss much. I think you can, unless you need a scripted kind of thing. I don't like to have to think where I have to deal, and like I like things more automated if it's digital. But yeah, I haven't tried it enough. I would like to play more, because it's there's so many games now that you can try and for free. So it would be nice, and to
uh,
connect with people in other countries and other cities. Yeah, it's a really good solution.
and do you only play board games, or do you play role playing games, or the
Actually, I play D&D. And maybe you don't know that, but we have a Greek show on YouTube with some friends for like a year now, and it's a really, really nice production. It takes so much time to edit the episodes, but I think we're doing a really good job. And yeah, we have the show where we play D&D, and some of them are really close friends of mine, and we have a really nice time, I think.
But you're playing Greek.
We're playing Greek. Yeah, we're playing Greek. It's nice because we feel very free on the show. It's very casual, and our DM, our dungeon master, really tries really hard. He's really good, and he's made this entire world where we are very excited to explore. My character is a pirate, and she's kind of an amphibian. Her race is water genasi, but I don't want to tire you with these things, but I'm very excited.
Wow.
We're all nerds here. No, it's not time.
No, very cool, very nice.
Do you guys play D&D or some other role playing?
I'm introducing my 9 years old daughters to D&D.
Ooh, nice.
I was a DM, I think, 25 to 30 years ago, trying to entice some friends to start playing.
Mm-hmm.
And now locked at home, I thought it would be a great time to introduce them.
Yeah, good idea. Yeah, and especially with your kids, I think it's a great pastime.
I have three daughters. One that is 15, that's in Brazil, and two twins, 9 years old twins. So it's always a game in the game, because we have to balance the thing between the two, because they are very competitive with each other. Exactly. So one cannot have too much spotlights, so the other.
Yes.
So it's very hard to accommodate the fighting between twins, but it's very, very, very interesting.
Yeah, they can resolve it in the battle in D&D.
Are you playing the 5th edition?
Yes, 5th edition. Yeah.
Which level is your pirate?
Now we are level 5, I think. Yes.
That's so nice to know that you enjoy the RPG as well.
Yeah, she's a paladin. I didn't say that. Yeah, she's a paladin. Yeah.
And so Plepe is in Portugal. I'm in Brazil. You are in Greece. Mm-hmm. Have you been to Brazil before?
Yes, I have. It was many years ago. I was in Rio de Janeiro, and I also went to the Amazon.
Wow,
nice. I'm trying to remember the city. Like, there's an airport near there, right?
Manaus.
Yes. And actually, I remembered that I think I bought this thing that I have. It was somewhere in Brazil. I don't remember where, but I brought it all the way to. Wow. Yeah, it's one of my favorite things in the house. Yeah, I didn't stay long. I really, really liked Rio because it has everything. Like, there's the sea, there's the big city, there's the mountains, there's the lake, there's nightlife. I don't know. It was super exciting. I didn't get to meet a lot of Brazilian people there, but I have met in Amsterdam, actually. But it's very, very colorful country, culture. Like, I loved it. I really liked it.
And next time you come to Brazil or Rio, because I live in Rio, please let me know. We can. Okay. There are some gaming places here to go. Of course.
Would love to. Yeah, I would love to come back. Yes, and also I would love to travel to Argentina and the other countries around, because I've only been to Brazil from the whole continent, so I'd love to.
By the way, we have some games. We have some game designers here. Have you ever heard about some of them? For Sheriff of Nottingham.
Yes, 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 yes. I haven't played it, but I have watched people played it. Play it. I think it was. We have like a place in Athens where it's called the Cell, and it's a place full of board games. It's free for everyone, and you can just go play and you meet really nice people. And sometimes you watch other tables play, and it's you see new games and stuff. And I've definitely watched that from other people, but I haven't tried it. It seems really really fun, that one, but I
Yeah.
haven't tried it.
Gamers in Brazil, they like the heavy games and the gateway, all kind of games, but they specific like some games like with plot twists and try to do something to your friend, not
Yeah, more interaction, I guess.
more interaction. Yeah,
Right.
social gaming, right? There's one here I would like to show you. This one. It's a rock and roll manager. This is you have a band and you have to take care of it.
Okay.
Lepe, I don't remember when it was released. Was it? Do you remember? 2010, 11,
I don't think it's. I think it's 13, 14. No.
13. Yeah, because we played the early versions of the game before being released. Very cool game. There are other games like I don't know. Lepe, do you know the other games have been released?
Encantados, Caçadores das Galáxias, it went in a Kickstarter as Galaxy Hunters.
Yeah, I've heard of that. Yes.
You have the chance of playing any Brazilian games, or have you met any Brazilian game designers?
I don't think so, but I might have and not know that they're Brazilian. Maybe that's the case. But maybe we could play one day, like maybe in Tabletopia or Tabletop Simulator, something like that. If you guys are up for it, to see some Brazilian games.
That would be nice. That would be
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
And if you come to Portugal, we are not that far. I brought
As well.
I brought some Brazilian designer games to. When I came to Portugal, I had this idea to see if Portugal and Brazil speak the same language, really, because it's all Portuguese, but
Yeah.
there's some twists. So I brought some games. I had a project to bring the games to the conventions, give the game to a group of Portuguese-only players, and have them reading the rule book and trying to play to see how difficult it would be for them to understand the rule book.
Oh, I thought it was only a matter of pronunciation, not a matter of words. And no,
It's a matter of we think very differently. So reading the rules is a little bit tricky. I was commuting to work via train, so I bought a book here in Portuguese and tried to read. I read the whole first chapter. In the last sentence, I realized that the main character was a girl, not a guy.
okay.
I could not figure it out throughout because the way it was written. So I have to.
Okay.
I prefer reading in English. That's more natural to me because I have to concentrate so much to understand what the order they write is a little bit different than we write in Brazil. So
It's very nice to see the similarities and the differences. I mean,
Yes.
I'd love to be able to have a similar experience with Greek, but only Greeks speak Greek. So I not really know how it feels. But I really liked Portugal when I visited, because I used to live in Spain for just 6 months. I did my Erasmus there, and I visited Portugal twice, and I loved Lisbon. Like I could live there. Like it's amazing. and Porto as well. But Lisbon was insane. I really liked it. Where do
Yeah,
you live then?
I live in the north. I live near Porto. That is the other
Okay,
big city.
all right.
I live in a very small city, but I'm moving to a bigger one. I'm moving to Braga. That is a bigger
Okay.
city.
I've heard. All right, nice.
yeah.
Uh, you said you don't have a style of game that you prefer,
Yeah.
but is there a favorite mechanics, a favorite game designer, a favorite theme?
Um, I really like Martin Wallace's games. Um, I think he has done many different stuff, but all of his games are special to me. I don't know. I really liked Australia. Um, and he's done also. I have it somewhere here. Milito. It's over
Oh,
there. Um, yeah, but I like other game designers as well. I mean, I don't have a favorite one, but the first name that popped was Martin Wallace's games. Favorite mechanisms. Um, I really like player interaction. To be honest, I miss it when there isn't like in solo multiplayer games. But I still enjoy them. But I could play it on my own. I could play it solo if that's the
oh,
case. Um, what else? I like deck builders, area control. I like lots of different stuff. That's the problem. I cannot really
choose one.
select one. Yes, yes, yes.
And
And,
a
and
complementary question: do you have any problems with using digital devices or phone apps with a board game? I know some players that's completely are completely against the use of apps and board
no,
games.
not this.
And there are others that really don't care. They see it as a tool and really don't care.
Yeah, I see it as a tool as well. And for example, in some games like Chronicles of Crime,
Uh,
it helps so much to have the app. You don't need to read anything. You have all the results there. So if it helps the onboarding in a game, I think it's really helping. Otherwise, I don't want to be on the app too much. I don't want to be looking at my phone when I play. That's the only downside.
Eleni,
Yes.
how was the creation of the video? My top 6 light board games for the summer. How difficult was it to shoot it?
Um, Not so much, to be honest, because I did that while I was on vacations, and lots of my friends helped, and they were very happy to help. So it was really fun. It was really fun. I had some outtakes at the end of the video, which shows like all the people who helped, and it was a lot of fun. There was lots of wind in some beaches and stuff, which made it a bit hard. But other than that, I enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah, because this was the video. I usually watch your channel and my friends as well, and some people we talk every week. When did you see that video? Did you see the video? How was? I would like to know this. I would like to know that. And then
From
what gave me the idea to invite you for a hangout as well, because they are very, because in Brazil the people, we have
yeah,
beaches. We take some games, but what kind of games should we take? I don't know. I don't have an idea. And your video brought us this refreshment and this news.
thank you. Yes, thank you. Um, Again, it was light games, so it's for this purpose, to bring something in your bag while you're going on vacations to the beach or on the boat and stuff. Um, but it's people really like playing games at the beach. I think even if it's not board games, like they're all up for these moments, of interaction and fun. And it was perfect for my vacation. It made it better, to bring people to explain the game and shoot the video and all of that. It was really fun for me. And the places that I shot the video at, most were in the same island. It was in Evia, but it's a huge island, that one. And I wish I could show more. I mean, the original idea was that I would love to show some of the beautiful islands in Greece, but there's so many. And I just thought, I want to do a bit of a travel blogging thing as well. But yeah, I stayed within the board game realm. Um, yeah, so I thought the scenery was beautiful. Board games are always beautiful. So, I wanted to make something fun and summery and yeah,
And unique.
hopefully, I don't know, I guess. Yeah,
Richard,
maybe. Yeah.
Richard Ham wrote there, "Wow, you made it!" He was really pleased
Yes.
watching your videos, and that's
Yeah,
what's so
actually,
nice.
it was his idea because when I was in Malta, he was in Malta as well, and we've met, we played games, we did also a video together, and at that day when we shot the video, which was top 10 travel board games, I think.
Yeah.
After we shot it and stuff, he told me about some people who did underwater hive sessions, and I was like, yeah, I want to do that. I wonder if that works. And it was many years ago, and I can't believe he remembered. He remembered that we talked about that, and yeah, I was very happy to see his comment.
And you, a part of that video, among other videos you've made until now, you three make a you three, yes, you and your two little pets that are always there. It turns the video that they are stars.
Her name is Moqueta, which means rug. I think it's in Spanish as well, right?
Yes.
She's really, really she's really playful, and she's not very cuddly. So I got another cat so that I have both, cuddly and playful. Sorry, I interrupted you. I could talk about my cats nonstop. So what was your question?
No, that's it. That they are very nice to see around you and making the playful things, and makes that's one thing that those are things that make your videos different as well, right? Because they sometimes they show up and they like the Christmas.
Tangled in the Christmas lights.
The Christmas lights really did something for them. I don't know. They went crazy, and I'm really lucky because they get along really well. I mean, unlike what you see, where it looks like they're fighting to death, usually they're like really caring and play with each other and stuff. So there's lots of these moments. I wish I could put more in my videos, but I have to keep it more to the board game theme, I think.
But now you know a lot of people like them too as well.
Yeah, I hope so. Yes.
Because the chat is so nice.
I just want to ask you something. You don't have a place in your house, a studio. You film in your living room. Do you feel the urge of making a place dedicated for recording, or you feel that in that way your videos tend to look more cozy, more intimate?
Yes and no. I mean, I'd love to have another room dedicated to that, but even in that case, I would make it as cozy as my living room, for example, because you usually play in your house, you play board games there, so I want to have the feeling of being in inside the house, somewhere cozy where you drink tea and stuff like that. But yeah, especially now with the pandemic, it has been really hard because I'm in the house too much. And I'd love to at least go to another place to shoot videos, you know. I hope to be able to do that in the next month, maybe move to another house. I'll see. It's been in my head.
To complete the idea of Greece and Athens and the videos you've shot there. My wife watched the video, and we are going to. Lepe knows I was going to Europe now, but we are waiting for the pandemic.
Yeah.
And do you remember the countries we were going to? Okay, let's skip Portugal, but now I want to go to Greece as well.
Ooh, wow.
And
Just from watching the beaches in my video.
yes, and
Wow.
and I believe if I ask you what places would you recommend us to go to visit, would be a 1 hour, 2 hours video, right?
Right. Oh, it's a really tough one. I think you would have to visit Athens. You haven't been, right?
Not yet.
Not yet. It's a really big city. I mean, not compared to Rio de Janeiro and stuff, but still, it's a big one. So there's lots of things to do. Apart from all the museums, historic stuff, there's lots of nice nightlife, or at least they used to be before the pandemic. And it's nice to walk in Athens, I think. But apart from that, I mean, there's great food as well.
Yes.
And this is almost everywhere in Greece. I would definitely recommend islands. For me, that's the best part of Greece. But there's like, I don't know, 200 of them. So it's hard to...
Those are the ones. Yes.
It's hard to... I would love to know more about you so that I can recommend the right one, because there's many different ones. But if you want to go partying and stuff, there are specific islands. If you want to go camping, if you want to go just for kind of like nice, like gourmet food and I don't know, this kind of stuff, there's different parts. If you're going to go sailing. Favorite one, which I don't know why exactly, but it's called Anafi. It's close to Santorini. I haven't been to Santorini though, but yeah, it's very close to that, and it's very secluded. Like not a lot of ships go there. When I went there the first time, we used to have a worse system with the boats. It took me 17 hours to reach that island. I could have come to Brazil, in that time. But I persevered and I went there. It was like mountainy center of the island, and you have great view. And there's some very special energy in this island. Like you relax completely. So it's one of the islands I'd love to go again. And I recommend it if you manage to get there by boat.
That's the one I usually, the kind of trip or place I like to go mostly.
Yeah.
Not too much, Wow, thank you very much. Eleni, we'd like to thank you very much being
Thank you
here.
guys so much for inviting me. I love the chat. I love to play with you some games to know more about Brazilian games and Brazilian designers and the community in Brazil as well. I don't know if you have a big community there, but I guess it's getting bigger right now.
I think for Brazil we do. Lepe, we have a portal like BGG,
okay.
and so this video will be there as well and here.
Oh, cool!
And that's why I'm translating to Spanish as well, because we have people from Argentina and others.
Yeah.
We have an international convention, a very big international convention called CCXP, that includes comics and
all right.
there is Como é que é o nome daquela, Manique?
Diversão offline. Diversão offline is like having fun offline. Games.
Okay.
It's like a smaller Gen Con.
Okay. All right. And when does that take place?
When it's actually nowadays, it was supposed to happen in last April.
Yeah.
I don't think will happen this year again because of the pandemic in Brazil.
It's around the springtime, like April.
In April, yes.
Okay,
In April.
cool. That's a nice period to visit.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
I will let you know when it comes
Yes,
closer.
please.
When they announce something, they come people from all other places, game designers, and now we are producing lots of games here in Brazil. I will let you know. I will send you an invitation.
Awesome.
I would like to see what she would recommend. We say games that fit in your pocket, or because they are small, or because they are cheap. Fits in your pocket because it's easy to buy or easy to carry around. If you would have to recommend 3 games that fits in your pocket, which 3 games would you recommend now from the top of your head?
One is Troll from Oink Games. I mean, most of the Oink games I would recommend. It's that big. It looks like a perfume box. Troll. I don't know how big your pockets are, but maybe Spicy. It's a little bit bigger, yeah. Spicy, and maybe Airland and Sea.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's nice. Thank you, Eleni, once again.
Thank you guys so much. Thank you.
It was a pleasure.
It was a pleasure.
Have a nice day, and let me know when we're gonna play.
Ok.
Sounds good. Galera, eu queria agradecer muito a Eleni, que está aqui conosco. Nossa, 50 minutos gravando aqui conosco do seu tempo. Y me gustaría agradecer mucho a Eleni por estar acá con nosotros por 50 minutos charlando y hablando un poquito con nosotros, ¿verdad? Estamos muy agraciados con su presencia aquí. Thank you very much.
Muchas gracias.
Thank you.